Hello, everyone. This is Daisy X Magna, the drag queen detective who investigates all things speculative in science fiction, fantasy, and horror. And this is a Get Ready With Me where I put on drag makeup to film a video later today. And we have Lynette. Yay. Thank you for being here, Lynette. As always, if you're here, please chime in, or maybe it's just you and me, Lynette. So, how was your reading? Well, I skipped last week. So, how was your reading these past 2 weeks? I finally finished A Spear Cuts Through Water, which I have mixed feelings on. Is Evie here? Evie's not here, but she's the one that gave me the book. Um, it was a frame story where someone in the modern world was having memories of his family and his grandmother telling him stories about traveling to this inverted dream theater. And the dream theater tells the story of this moon kingdom. Anyway, I felt I felt it was very, very clever, and the writing was very, very elevated. But every time it sort of pulled back, I felt I was being taken out of the story when suddenly I'm in the dream theater or I'm in this guy's memories. And it all comes together at about the 80% mark, and it was very, very cool. But it just made the book for me to drag on a lot. But after saying all that, I was really impressed by let me turn off my phone, by the chances that this author took on this experimental writing. So I have another book by him, his debut, which I'm kind of curious about, but haven't started it. Instead, I read Starter Villain about the cat, which I picked for Shelve It or Shove It, or cats, plural. And it was a lot of fun. Enjoyed the book a lot. I wish there was more with the cats. I kind of wish it's from the cat's point of view. But anyway, I think it's a successful Scalzi humor novel. And then I read a middle grade called I Am the Walrus with Neil Schusterman, who wrote Scythe, and Danny Elfman, or someone Elfman, who's more of a Hollywood guy. Anyway, I really enjoyed the book. Um, I wasn't as big of a fan of Scythe as some of the other people because I had some issues with the world building. But this book, which is about a boy named Noah, this is sort of like a Noah's Ark situation, has all the genetic material of all the animals on Earth pumped into him. And I tell you, this is a humorous book. I think it could be enjoyable by adults because it gave me, maybe because I just read a Scalzi book, but it gave me sort of a Scalzi type of humorous telling. So recommend I Am a Walrus. And I also liked that it felt like a omniscient third person, but it wasn't. It was limited first or limited third person, but it kept changing perspectives. Like maybe 3 times in one chapter, you'll get 3 different POVs. So I liked it. And now I'm finally picking up the Brandon Sanderson 4th secret novel. And once I finish that, I'll probably just do one video. I was going to do a video for each of them, but I haven't done the last one. I'm just going to do like one overview of all 4 secret novels and maybe rank them. Oh yeah, that was a lot. Finished 4 books, including Impossible Creatures, which I loved, 5 out of 5. Lynette, I still have Impossible Creatures on my radar, but every time I look, there's no ebook version in the United States. Don't understand. Cool Gamer is here. Yay. Love the cats and the dolphins started villain. Would have liked more cats. The dolphins were kind of odd, but you know, it worked with the humor. New Earth by Ben Bova, 4 to 5. Don't think I've read it. I can't. I know I've read Ben Bova. I just can't. I need to like look at a list of his books at some point. Okay. So what are we going to do today? This is going to be my last Halloween look. And my first witch look, which I thought was going to be white with the black eyes, which it was, but it didn't look all that witchy. So I'm just going to go with a lot of colors. It's going to be, I want to do blue and purple. So I was thinking I have the purple eyebrows, maybe blue lips, and a combination eye makeup. And I have a new wig, which I can't wait to show you. And I want to try, I was calling it a spotlight eye, but they're called halo eyes. I'm just going to try another halo eye look. So we'll see how that goes. I think I'll do blue and then purple. Or purple blue. Or just a blue lid and purple. That's what I'll do. I'll do a blue, or I mean a purple eye makeup. I can't decide. No, I'll do two. I'll do blue, purple, purple, and then maybe blue. Okay. Sure, no one cares, but anyway. So I'm looking for a dark blue. And last weekend, obviously I wasn't here, but I went on a writing retreat. First time I've ever done that. And it was in Denver, Colorado. Beautiful location. It's a lot of fun. Did I get a lot of writing done? Probably not. But it was so nice just being in a group of other people that write. Okay. And it wasn't big. It was just like 4 of us. So, but it was nice talking about writing and books and that type of thing. Okay. We just touched on trans horror we touched on trans horror last time another booktuber has raved. Okay. Are you talking about other books? I haven't really read a lot. I mean, there's The Wasp Factory, trans horror. I mean, Poppy Z. Bright is a trans author. Oh, and then there's that book with what I thought were like plums in a bag, but I think were testicles. I haven't read it, but I've heard good things about it. Just finished Reykjavik, Icelandic Mystery by Ragnar Jonasson and Katrin J. God, these Iceland names. Oh, really? It's the current prime minister wrote a book. That's very interesting. About this Alison Rumfit person. Ever read that? Never, do not know. Do not know. Cappuccino is here. Hey, Cap. Okay, so since we're doing a halo, I'm just going to outline in blue where I want to go. So I want to go high. I'm going to go blue. Actually, I'm just going to go blue all the way around. I wish this blue was darker. Oh, Cap, you haven't been reading? Not these past 2 weeks? Well, like I've said before, there's always a there's nothing wrong with taking a break from reading. I have to admit, sometimes I push myself to read just because I do have this YouTube channel that maybe I would have taken a break otherwise. But if you haven't read Starter Villain, it's a really light, quick, fun read if you want an easy read to get back, or easy book to get back into reading. Also, if you can get Thornhedge on the in a library, that's a novella by T. Kingfisher. I say library because it costs the same as a novel, which I still don't think is right. But okay, these are uneven, but okay, so that's blue. And oh boy. Scandinavian countries have some really hot female prime ministers. I always think of that. I don't know if she was Iceland or maybe it was Denmark from the movie Veep, the series Veep on HBO. It's a hilarious prime minister. Fourth book is The Forever Witness, which is about the first conviction as a result of finding the murderer using public genealogical database. Convicted 31 years after he killed 2 teenagers. That's kind of interesting. That's how they caught the Golden State serial killer. Hey, Lex, thank you for joining. Okay, I am going to do trying to do a halo eye. Okay, I just want to do some light blue. Oh, this brush is jealousy. This brush is way too big. Okay. And the colors did not blend at all. This guy was arrested after the Golden State serial killer, but convicted before. So I hope everyone's enjoying my horror videos this month. I thought my Stephen King video would do a little better, but oh, one of the things that I did in Colorado, or this writing group did in Colorado, was visit the hotel, the Stanley Hotel, which was the inspiration for Stephen King's Overlook Hotel for The Shining. And they really did, we did a little tour. They do really play up the haunted house or haunted hotel aspect. It was cute. Apparently the room that Stephen King stayed in, where he apparently had or thought he had paranormal experiences, I think it's room 217. It's like the most popular book in the hotel, but to reserve it for Halloween, according to the guide, there's like a 10-year waiting list, which is crazy. The prompts for Nonfiction November were released, and I spent a few hours looking for books that suited the prompts. I'm not a nonfiction reader, so. Been reading Gears of War books. Why does that sound familiar? Got a lot from the lore of it. I think Stephen King fans already have their favorite booktuber that they keenly follow. That's true. That's very true. Okay, so now we're going to go purple in the, over this way. I can take it all the way back. Then maybe go lighter. I want a lavender. One of the prompts is web. So it's like about women who contributed to the creation of the internet. Oh, okay. A book about the web or like about spiders. Oh, thank you, Lex. Enjoyed working on a horror themed content later. The Shining movie must have been rocket fuel for King's career, even though he was already popular and hated the film. You're probably right. Okay, found some. Okay, now I'm going to take a little bit of this. White. I read that Stephen King not only disliked the way Torrance was written, but loved Jack Nicholson's portrayal of him. Yeah, someone in the comments of that video was saying that he saw an interview where Stephen King didn't like the how Kubrick adapted his story, but he thought Jack Nicholson was perfect for the what Kubrick wanted, which of course wasn't what he wanted. But okay, I'm going to do purple. Just want to bring it down. Okay, I'm going to switch to black. Oh, speaking of horror, I saw the every Halloween or every October, Netflix has some sort of Halloween dark horror movie production. And this year it was The Fall of the House of Usher. And I kind of liked it. I mean, it was very gruesome. If you don't like horror or graphic horror movies, you wouldn't like this. But it was kind of, they said it was based on or inspired by Edgar Allan Poe's works, not just Usher, but most of his works. And of course, the actual plot of the series, it was like a rich, sort of corrupt man and his sister, and the guy, she didn't have any children, but the guy had 6 children, who were awful in various ways. But each episode sort of was named after a work by Edgar Allan Poe. And the interesting thing I thought about it was sometimes they just start uh, talking about Poe's or reciting Poe's poems. Gosh, it's supposed to be dark, but it looks dark in person, but not in camera. Okay. Oh, I'm missing people. John Crow is here. Hey, John. Thank you for joining us. Frank. No, Frank was here before. I'm a little depressed because the Australian referendum to give Aboriginals more say in Parliament. Oh, no. I am ashamed of my fellow Australians. That is too bad. I need a book to cheer me up. Blame the Murdoch Press. I enjoyed watching Castlevania. That's anime, right? I'm not a. Every once in a while, I'll get into an anime, but it's not one that I watch all the time. But of course, I like Miyazaki and Akira and a few others. I might reread Plot on Sleepless Giant, which is feel good book. Yeah. My side has lost some battles in the U.S. too recently, but the arc of history. Yeah, you have to look at the long game. Okay, so I want to do this halo right this time. So I think I'll do a cut crease in purple. I think my mistake last time was I didn't do the white, the stark white middle. So I'm going to start with that. Are you Native American, Frank? Everyone loves iconic bike slide. Oh, yeah. I just love the story of Akira. I thought it was so clever and well done. The other thing I enjoyed about Akira is the music, that haunting music, because once you hear it, you just can't forget it. Okay, and then on either side of that, I want purple. Hold on, is this purple? I just picked this. It looks... Okay. Yeah, this is not right. That was berry. Okay, here's purple. Oh, I'm missing a lot. Sorry about that, guys. Irish and German. Well, I was thinking about your name, O'Donnell. Um, you've been left liberal your entire adult life. I've been passing kidney stones and art. That sucks. I don't know how old you are, but I had a similar experience earlier in the summer. And the moral of my story is don't have your PSA or prostate antigen taken after a kidney stone because it'll be elevated and everyone will think you have cancer. And I don't want to get into my health stuff, but that's it. 1 kilogram off my next target. That is great. Love watching Akira. Oh, you watch it every November. That's cool. Kidney stones are the worst except for maybe cancer as far as sheer pain is concerned. Yeah. I will also reward myself when I reach 100 days of walking, 10,000 steps a day. That is really great. That's such a commitment. So the worst. Akira is really cool. I should rewatch it. Has been many years. I think my favorite animal movie is Ghost. Is Ghost in the Shell an animal movie? I like Ghost in the Shell too, but it's been a while since I've read it. Do you remember Love? One of my favorite anime OVAs. I don't know that one. Father had kidney stones at one stage, and he suffered. Oh wow, wow! You had it bad. I did not have it like that. Kidney stones passed twice many years ago. Okay, I'm just going to do. Okay, so I think I need to put on some powder and then I'll do glitter. Okay. This is wider than the other side, so let's try to. Okay, see you later, Lex. Stepson's going to measure me for making you a furry suit. Oh, how fun. Watching Tom Ailing video shorts. He's a rare book dealer. Oh, that's interesting. Got something new to worry about. Yeah, I bet. Rare book dealers. Yay, Lex will be back next Saturday. Yeah, I think the only thing I'm going to do today is just a video on the Book Eaters, the video review, which isn't going to be long. It's probably just going to be like a 5-minute video because I don't really want to give spoilers and it's not like in depth. But why is my phone doing that? Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, here goes nothing. because I want to put white glitter down the center. And purple on the sides. I don't think you're really seeing it on the monitor, but well, hopefully this will come together in the end, as we always say. The white glitter did not show up, so I'm going to put a little bit of silver glitter down the center. Okay, well, like I said, I hopefully this will come together at the end. And watching the History Channel now on UFOs, it turns out things are actually real, whatever that means, but would like to see some hard evidence. Yeah. Thank you, Cap. I think my Halloween read will be An Arctic Haunting, which is about a ship that disappears and is found decades later. It's a new release. Oh, interesting. Yeah, it sounds like Bermuda Triangle type thing. Or was that Philadelphia Experiment? Okay, I need to do, hopefully eyeliner will fix whatever I just did. And we're going to go to Chroma Cake. Yeah, let me know if it's good, Lynette. Always I'm trying to find a new horror writer. I mean, I found a few horror books that I really like, but well, maybe with the exception of Sun Yi Dean, who did the Book Eaters, I haven't really found one. I just can't wait for the next one to come out. But there's a big resurgence in horror and thriller genres. Okay. I really don't think this is dark enough on the edges. I'm trying to. So this week I'm going to release the video on horror genres. Okay, this time I think I did too much white. I'm not sure how to fix it. Okay, we're spending too much time as usual. Set off the coast of Iceland, which is why it was recommended to you. It's a haunting in the Arctic. The BK called the terror true story about a ship. I'm really behind on the comments. Sorry about that. Moon of Turning Leaves, post-apocalyptic book about indigenous people who lose all contact with the outside world. The Moon of Crusted Snow. Northwest Passage in the 19th century. The Terror Wax, a terrific book, but I like the historical side more than the monster story. Been watching horror movies. Barbara Tran was Wild Ride. Don't think I've seen that. Also really like The Quiet. I want to see The Quiet Place because that's the one Lynette was recommending. Or am I getting my movies mixed up? Okay, so for blush, I was just trying to go sort of a purple blush to give me sort of that cosmic look. Maybe I'll do just mixing in some blue. Blue is stronger than I thought. So maybe something. Okay. With a quiet earth. Okay, that's it. And the quiet earth is better than the book. So I was researching for 60s science fiction movies, and I don't know if anyone knew about this movie because I didn't, and I sat down and watched it. It was the Vincent Price movie in the mid 60s called The Last Man on Earth, which is another remake of I Am Legend. And it was, what, 5 years or so before The Omega Man. And surprisingly, it really followed the book more than any of the other movies, except the ending. What did I just do? Look what I just did. But the ending, it sort of fell apart at the end. It didn't make any sense. But yeah, it's an old Vincent Price movie. And I kind of realize why these movies don't do very well is because they're kind of slow. And the Vincent Price movie was kind of bad insofar as the zombies or whatever you want to call them weren't really a threat at all. He was like saying they were a threat, but he could like go into a crowd of them and just push them away and go and then go flying away. So there wasn't really a sense of danger, but it was interesting. I have seen The Last Man on Earth. It was your favorite version except for the ending. Yeah, the ending was, it's like, what happened? Because I was reading about it on Wikipedia, and apparently the ending or the author, whoever it was, wanted to disassociate himself from the movie. And although they didn't say, I suspect it's because of how they changed the ending. Okay, so I'm going to do a blue lip. I want to try this brush. Godfather. Oops. Godfather's a good example. One of the survivors jumped dimensions and you saw a beach view with a weird cloudscape. Have I seen that? I have to look up The Quiet Place. Okay. Okay, this blue has no color. Switch to this. Okay, let me. I just don't think this blue. It's going to darken the edges. Well, of course, this needs glitter. Everything can be fixed with glitter. Famous last words. That all the changes made to John Carter disappointing. I love the airships. Yeah, visually, I really like John Carter. Richard Matheson is one of my favorite authors. I especially liked, I don't think I've read any of those. Enjoyed the movie, never read the book. Got to go. Oh, see you, Cap. Oh, well, come back and see the WIG. Anyone read The End of October by that Wright guy who wrote The Looming Tower? It's a plague dystopian novel. No. Sandra, quick check-in. See the lookout. Thank you. Are you related to the supermodel? Oh, I'll have to Google. Okay, so I'm just going to do the the eyelashes, false lashes. Oh boy, making a mess. Yeah, I really wasn't going to buy a new wig, but couldn't resist. I think I need to do something with my under eyes. I did not really smoke out the black, and I am going for this dramatic so I can even just going way low with the purple. I don't know about this halo look. Hopefully it'll film okay. Okay, guys, for the wig, the big wig reveal. I did this makeup faster than I thought. I thought it would be like 90 minutes. But are you ready for this? Dun da da. It's another blue purple, but it's a little shorter. I just thought it was really fantastic when I saw it, so I said I'm going to have to. Getting my gloves. I think the inspiration for this wig, it's of course done by Friston, who I always get my wigs from, was the Madam Whoever from the Haunted Mansion. I think the latest one was played by Jamie Lee Curtis. Wasn't that great of a movie, but inspired an interesting wig. Let me zoom out a little bit. Lovely wig, thank you. Need some slow reads. That sounds great. Hey, Lydia. Nice wig. The dark shades give it so much depth. Yeah, the sort of the dark to purple to blue. Thank you, John. You'd almost be a cover model for the Martha Stewart set. The Murmur of Bees is magical realism. Has anyone read the Inheritance of Orchidea Divina? Because I thought that had it wasn't magical realism, but it had that feel of it. I don't know how to explain it, because I just recommended that to someone in my writing group. Yeah, but there's this certain type of cadence to our contemporary something to a lot of magical realism that I found in the Inheritance of Orchidea Divina, although it's straight up contemporary fantasy. Oh, it's on your wish list. Really like them. Okay, guys, I did this fast. I did this a lot faster than I thought I was going to. But hopefully the purple matches the wig, and I'm going to be doing the book review for the Book Eaters, and that's all I'm going to do today. But this week I'll release my horror genre film or video. Yeah, I did review it. It definitely was in my top 10 last year or the year before. You didn't like 100 Years of Solitude, huh? So you just don't like magical realism. That's fine. Which one? Which one, Sandra? I couldn't get through the 100 years either. Okay, guys, I think we're done for today. We did this so fast. Hopefully I could do my video fast so I could have the rest of the day free. And I will be here next week I'll go back to regular drag makeup next week because I do want to do Shelve It or Shove It for November, which I haven't done yet. And I want to do the 60s, movies of the 60s, science fiction movies. And I also want to do the Brandon Sanderson Four Secret Novels, assuming I finish it. There's another video I wanted to do. Oh, Wheel of Time. I just want to do a recap of my thoughts of the Wheel of Time season 2. Okay, guys, that's all I have. Hope to see you next week. And as always, may all the books you read be blessed.